Hey guys! Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a Taylor Swift makeup tutorial. I really liked the makeup that she wore to the Teen Choice Awards the other week, so I decided to recreate that look. And I'm going to be mainly using my new Smashbox palette. I could notice that she had like a really bright champagne color on the inner corner, and then she had more of a gray on the outer. I'm not really sure what she had all over the lid because I believe has more of like a hooded eye, whereas I don't. So I just ended up putting like a really light green there because she was wearing green. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this Taylor Swift look using this palette, just keep watching. Alright, so I basically already did my foundation and everything, or all my liquid face products. So I'm just going to show you guys what I used, and then we'll move on to setting and blush and bronzer and all that good stuff. So first I primed my face with my Benefit Professional, which is like my favorite primer ever. And then for foundation, I just used my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. And mine is in the color Sand for when I'm self-tanned, and she seemed to have very flawless skin, so that's why I used that. And then to brighten up under my eyes, I used my MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost, which is the yellow undertoned one. And then to conceal, I used my CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer, and this one is in Fair, which I believe is either the lightest or second to lightest one in the collection. But she seemed to have a really bright under eye area, so yeah. So to set everything, I'm going to be using my MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Powder. And to set my under eye, since like I said before, she seemed to have really a bright under eye area, I'm going to be taking my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, and I'm going to be mixing Radiant Light with Incandescent Light. And then for my blush and bronzer, I'm going to be using my new Smashbox palette, and it has 3 blushes and 2 bronzers and a highlighter over here. So I'm going to start with my bronzing and contouring colors. And the great thing about this is the actual little sections pop out, so it makes it very convenient, and it does have the plastic over top to protect it. So I'm going to be going in with my angled Real Techniques brush and the contour shade, and I'm going to contour my nose. And then we're just going to blend it out with my finger to make it look a little more natural. Alright, then going in with a big fluffy brush, I'm going to be taking my bronzer. She doesn't seem to have like a contour, she just seems to be bronzed. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on my cheeks. Chin. And my forehead and temples. And she just seemed to have a nice flushed pink blush on, so I'm going to be using Rosy from the palette and my Real Techniques puffing brush. Alright, now for highlights. So in the picture, it didn't seem like she had a really shimmery highlight. It seemed it was more of like a glowing within highlight. So I'm going to be using my Laura Geller Glow Box. I don't believe this is available anymore, but it just says the highlight color in here is called highlighter. So I don't know if she just has a generic highlighter like that. I'm pretty sure she probably does. But it doesn't have any shimmer to it. It's more of a sheen. So I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. And she seemed to put it under her eye and even down beside her nose a little bit. She was very bright and highlighted in this area. And I think down the center of my nose, a little bit up on my forehead and chin. Right, but I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can just see it just gives a really nice sheen, and when you definitely look at her pictures, it's a very noticeable glow. So yeah, that is it for the face. I already have my eyebrows done. If you guys want like an eyebrow tutorial or something, let me know down in the comments below, because I know that's something that I never really film in my videos, just because I use more than one product and I take my time doing it, reason why I cut it out of every tutorial. But if you guys are interested in seeing a brow tutorial, just let me know down in the comments and I'll gladly do it for you. But let's move on to the eyes.
Alright, so I already have one eye completely done, so let's move on to the other one. I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape and place it on the back of my hand to make it a little less sticky. And then I'm just going to angle it at the outer part of my eye, and that's just going to help us give a nice sharp edge to the look. Then taking a fluffy bounding brush and the color Pebble from the Smashbox palette, I'm going to place that into my crease. Then taking an angled brush and Vanilla, I'm going to be using this as a brow highlight. Then taking a blending brush and the color Smoke, which is the gray in the palette, I'm going to be placing this in my crease and outer corner. Then taking a shader brush and the Slight Green Zoom, I'm going to place it from my inner to mid lid. Then going in with a pencil brush and Makeup Geek Shimma Shimma, I'm going to place this in my inner corner as a highlight. Then taking a small pencil brush and Smoke, I'm just going to deepen my outer corner. Then taking a flat liner brush, I'm going to be taking the black and the which is Blackout, and I'm going to place that right along my lash line. Then going in with my L'Oreal Linear Intense Liquid Liner and my e.l.f. Liquid Liner, I'm going to create a winged liner look. And the tape will definitely help you get a precise wing. So after this is done, peel away the tape and you can see you have a really nice clean wing. Then going back with that same pencil brush and Smoke, I'm just going to deepen the outer corner once again. Then going in with my Maybelline Falsies Face Mascara, I'm going to apply it to my top and bottom lashes. Then going in with a pencil brush and Rosy from the palette, I'm going to smudge that along my lower lash line. And this step's optional. I'm pretty sure she was wearing false lashes, so I just added some accent lashes. Then taking my CoverGirl Ink It eyeliner, I'm going to line my upper waterline. And then taking a pink eyeliner which is, this one's an Essence one, I'm going to line my lower waterline.
Alright, so now that we have the face and the eyes done, the last thing is lips. And she was wearing a very vibrant lip color to kind of go along with the pink that she had under her eyes. So it was more of like a pinky coral color. So I have the lip liner that I'm going to use, which is the Milani Anti-Feathering Lip Liner. I like this when I wear darker colors or more bold colors, just because it helps it from bleeding outside the lines. Okay, so once you have your lip liner applied, I have two different lipsticks that could work for this look. I'm assuming since she is affiliated with CoverGirl, her makeup might have been all CoverGirl. So the lipstick that I have in my collection that's probably the closest from CoverGirl is Fairy Tale, which is very close, but I think it's a little darker than what she was wearing. So I actually found a MAC mineralized lipstick that I have in Be a Lady. And this looks a little more like the color she was wearing, so I'm going to use this one. So that is what it looks like, and I was actually going to apply a little bit of gloss on top of it, but it's actually glossier than what I thought. So yeah, this is the finished look. I will do a close-up now for you guys. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and definitely give it a try. And if you do, make sure to tag me on my Instagram, which is down below at vsdoll86, and I would love to see your recreations of this look. I definitely think it's a fun summertime look, maybe more nighttime appropriate, but I would definitely wear this to work because I think it's pretty. But yeah, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright? Bye. Every time when I film, never fails. Gotta get to work. Okay. Did I stop and start this? I can't remember.